like it as well as I do. Not a Jeep car. It's
any other SUV.
for one, me take a higher one. I'm filming in a place like in the vineyard because right now I'm on a trip in Italy with my family, and we rented the car, and hopefully you'll like it as well as I did, because like really if it would not be so expensive, it would be like the perfect car for day-by-day SUV drivers. So stay with me, I'll show you the best of this car, the car that we rented, the best and the only one I think for now. It's the Jeep Renegade.
Let your mind be free. Stop holding back, 'cause you can fight it. Oh.
So let's put it this way, if you're tired as me of them, like not different VAG, like the same Audis, the same Volkswagen, the same Seat and etc., like kind of not different. If you're looking for something specific like Italian, and in the same time you don't love the unimaginable design that the French cars are providing, in this case you don't have a lot of options, especially if you're an SUV lover. In this case you are looking at this car, the Jeep Renegade. But the most important thing, that the Jeep Renegade is kind of not a Jeep car, it's more like an Italian car, because this car is based on the Fiat 500L. The base is 2.57 meters. So basically, because of this, the whole interior and the very tall like interior, let's put it this way, you have plenty of space to sit inside, even if you are a tall person. Believe me, I already tried it, it's really the best one.
The main question will be like, why would you buy a Jeep Renegade? Basically, you'll buy a Jeep Renegade if you're looking for an SUV that is different from any other SUV. All of them are some roundish and looking the same. So basically, in this case, you buy the Jeep Renegade. It's look still somehow like squarish, and it's still somehow resembling with the Jeep Willys from the 1930s.
Actually, the guys from Jeep, it seems, did not trust the Italians, and this is why all the designs, basically of all the Jeeps, are very close to the original tough Jeep Willys of 1939. In many respects, the Jeeps become the iconic vehicle of the World War II, with an almost mythological reputation of toughness, durability and versatility. Not only it became the workhorse of the American Army, but improvised field modifications also made the Jeep capable of just about any other function. Moreover, the military Jeeps were adopted by countries all over the world. To this day, so much they have become the most widely used and recognizable military vehicle in the history.
And even if this car is based on the Fiat 500L, and even this car is made in Italy by the concern of the Fiat Chrysler, as you see, the design of this car wasn't an Italian one. It was still from the Jeep. And if you take a look here, yes, this should be like, should symbolize the toughness, the man toughness from the army. I'm not sure if it will be the same for the ladies, but for the men, it's definitely very interesting. Really do like this aggressive style of the front looking of the car. Do you agree with me? Really, it's one of the best, I think, good looking that from any ordinary SUV that you have now. It's very good looking, really like. But in the same time, I could not say the same about the rear. Yes, the rear, it's okay, it's nice, but it's nothing different from almost any other car. like that.
I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted.
Why I also like this car? Because the way how you feel in it. I'm sitting right now in these comfy seats, even if they are not leather one, but they are really comfy for a long period of times of driving. And I'll give you an example because I drove around 400 kilometers only in one way. The car is really comfy, especially when you have the lumbar support that I will show it like a little bit later. So it's very good. The sitting position, it's really well made. You can easily adjust your sitting position like or high or down, or move it in front or in the back. And as well, you have the option to adjust your steering wheel as high as possible and as well telescopically. This is very important in order to find your best way of sitting.
She dipping.
About the sizes of the car, they also differ in general. If to speak about the length, it's like the same, 4,236 millimeters. If to speak about the width, is 1,805 millimeters. And if to speak about the height, is like 1,667 millimeters by standard. It's what I mean by standard if you have like the simplest car as possible. But if you take a higher one, in this case, the millimeters could change to 1,684 millimeters if you take like 1.4 automatic gearbox limited, or you take the 2.4 automatic gearbox car tray Hulk, and the height will be 1,697 millimeters. So basically what I'm saying, it depends very about the trim that you have of the car. So if you have good trim, you have a taller car. If you have a less trim, in this case, the car is not so taller. But even so, now it's very nice, good looking, and I love it a lot. About the clearance, as you see here, it's around officially 20 centimeters or 200 millimeters. Even so, after real comparison, like for the lowest part of the car, it's around 18 millimeters. Even so, it's very high. It's even higher than the standard different class SUV that you have right now for the city especially. More, this car, it's coming with a specific trim like the Tray Hulk. That means that the car will have another 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters. And if to speak about the sizes, so it depends on the trim. The standard one will have 1,380 kilograms. The one with the higher clearance, it will be 1,472 kilograms. And there's like the Tray Hulk, like 1,395 kilograms. Until now, I really do hope that you like the review, and even with my basically not stabilized hand, you really see something. So in the meanwhile, let me show you something what we have here. Here you have the Italian vineyard and a little bit of grapes. That, like really, I really do love them. I'm not sure why they didn't take it in the end, but it's really wow. Childhood, really. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back to the car. I think because the car is made in Italy, like even the luggage or the trunk size is not so big. Like this car, even you have plenty of space for day-by-day driving. It's only 351 liters inside. And here you have the hard shelf in order to put all your luggage. We had space for one middle luggage and one smaller luggage and another like a small package that you put on it.
I was saying when you have only 350 liters of space. Here's the maximum that you can put inside of the car.
if you take this hard shelf that is protecting you from seeing over what you have in your trunk, in this case you have even bigger space, and you can like even put 2 big luggages and 1 small. I think it will be plenty enough. Here you have like the storage space from the right side, from the left side. The left side is smaller than the right side. You have light from this side as well. You have the for the isofix from the both sides as well. You have a small like hook where you can put your things from the market, and under you have a full spare wheel that you can use it in case something is breaking. Now here we have the engine of the Jeep Renegade. It's coming like in different powers. The one that we rented is 1.4 with 140 horsepower. Yes, like it's coupled with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and I would say that they are really fun to drive. It has like a very nice sound, especially you're thinking that you're driving a sports car and not the Jeep Renegade. There are also options with 1.4 and 170 horsepower with an automatic gearbox with 9 speeds, 2.4 liters, 175 horsepower, full like all-wheel drive with the same 9-speed automatic gearbox, and another option with automatic gearbox 1.4, the same 140 horsepower. This car, it's coming with the front-wheel drive. Yes, it doesn't have any 4-wheel drive. The 4-wheel drive is available only with the options of 170 horsepower and 175 horsepower with the automatic gearbox. Even so, I would say that I'm very pleased with the car. Like driving like from the 1, 2nd, 3rd, 40, like it's 100. Let's put it this way. Previously I was thinking that 140 horsepower is not enough for a car to drive, even especially for an SUV. But with the automatic gearbox, and this is like the 1.4 directly from the Fiat. Yes, this engine is not from the Jeep. I do suppose this is the 1.4 from the Fiat. Most probably it's coming even from the Abarth, the basic one, 140 horsepower. And the sound that is making, it's very compared to the Americans, like I'll show it now. So as you see, the car doesn't have any soft limiter. I can easily go to 6,000 and something duration per minute, even 7,000 duration per minute if you're not careful. But everything, it's really no issues about that. The sound is very meaty.
Basically why I love this car, why I enjoy it so much, because of the sound that it makes while driving. If you hear it now, so it's like you're feeling that you're driving in a very fast car, but you're driving just an SUV in just 140 horsepower. But it's such an amazing experience. It seems that the 140 horsepower, the Italian horsepower, are much more fun than 140 horsepower from the Germans. And believe me, I tried both of them. The Italians, they sound really well. Even if the Jeep, but based on the Fiat 500, you have the engine from the Fiat 1.4 with 140 horsepower. I'm even not sure if you need more, but imagine if I already very pleased with 130. How much I'll feel, or how I'll feel when I'll try to drive the 170.
So let the fun begin. Related to the back, On the doors panels, like really hard plastic, like the Spartan one. Inside, sorry for the mess, I was trying to try to clean it, but in the end, you see, it didn't help a lot. They forgot about the mats on the floor. A bad, really mistake from the Europe car. But you see, you have it like this. Here you have the car seat, and right now I'm sitting right behind me. So, as you see, even if I'm 1 meter 85 centimeters, here I have really a kind of plenty of space. You see, it's a fist, like almost a fist's place, and as well I can put my legs under the seat for a more comfy stay. As well, let us see if we can adjust it. No, the seats unfortunately are not adjusted, and here as well they are not adjusted. So you have like a kind of almost 90-degree seat. Let's say it's 110 degree seat with the possibility to put your legs under the front seat, and as well you have one fist, almost one fist size for your legs. And as well, as you see here, because the interior is very tall, for 1 meter 85 centimeters, I have like really plenty of space. It's almost one fist additional. It's mean like for even for people of 2 meters, it will be plenty of space inside. What about the else? What other complication that you have here? You have them airbags, side airbags, like here, there, and as well from this side. It's almost like 6 airbags only in from the middle and in the back. And as well, you have in the middle, you have this like USB, simple USB, in order to charge your phone or something else if you have. At least you have it, you know, like it's a good one. But you don't have any vents or something similar to it. The car, it doesn't have any keyless entry. Most probably in the higher trim you'll have it, but here it's very Spartan. With your key you have these options, like very simple.
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste.
You press the button, you are opening or closing. It's like it's very easy. Even so, let's go inside. So getting inside, it's kind of very easy. Like it's almost sitting upside, like you go like this and voila. So it's very easy. We go in, close the door, and voila, we're in the interior of the Jeep Renegade. From this side, I really do like these big side mirrors. You see a lot of things if to compare with other SUV. Guys, take an example from the Jeep and do it like that. Even so, we're here. Here it's very different from what you saw most probably in other places. So, this car, even if it's the manual one with 140 horsepower, it's really very well, like we had a lot of things that, like I would say that it's almost like a full package. Here you have the electronic display, really electronic display with the analog of the speed and rotation per minute. You can see here a lot of information, like it's from the radio, how much it's consuming. By the way, yes, it's 7.5 liter average, so it's kind of consuming a lot, but okay, it's like this. Or like if you compare it, here you have the drive assist. Basically, it's not keeping you in the lane, but it will inform you in case you are leaving the lane and not showing it.
Another thing that I forgot to tell you about the interior is very Spartanese. Like,
This is Sparta!
this one is very hard plastic. Here is hard plastic. There is hard plastic.
You're plastic. Cold, shiny, hard plastic.
Okay, they make like, this is like a leather, but no, I believe this is like soft plastic. Here you have a little bit of leather, just to not to think that okay, everything is Spartanese. This one is hard plastic. Here it's still leather. Here is hard plastic, and still like scratchy one, you know, like foo. I don't like it, but okay, it's like this. And the worst part is like with the steering wheel. Here one is like the plastic. Here is also plastic. Like everything is plastic. Like bah, doesn't look good as well. But okay, this is what you have. Another plus it's related to the seats. They are material one and they are made to last. Looking at them, I'm more than sure that after even 200,000 kilometers, they'll still look like very good condition. So bravo with this.
As well, from the driver assist, the car has like automatic city braking. I would say that I already experienced it like a few times. So the car started to brake instead of me, and it was making a lot of loud noise that helped me to understand that something is happening and I should react. Very good with that. As well, the car has the adaptive cruise control that is launched like this. And you have it here. Here right now you don't see any information because there's no car in front, but when you're driving on the highway, it's very nice. You have the Jeep wheelies in front, like the diagram, like in the diagram. Very nice. It's looking very cool. Like the guys are really continuing to show that it's still like a small wheelies, but really updated. In general, the Jeep is trying to hide everything what is related to the Fiat 500, and that's why inside it's kind of very tricky to understand. It's a Fiat 500 tail basic. Even so, the wheelbase between it's like 2 meters 57 centimeters, and it's kind of a lot. So you have plenty of space in front for the driver as well, the passenger. In the back, as you saw, it's a lot of space.
It really gave you a lot of space.
In rest, you have this like at the Jeep wheels or Jeep Wrangler hood. It's very well done, you see. Nothing is like getting worse or something like that. You have the air vents that are made really nice, like 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and as well you have these two that like are going up to, I don't know, to show it even better. Even the car is 140 horsepower with the manual gearbox, 6-speed manual gearbox. It's almost the full package coming with the adaptive cruise control. Right, it's really working flawlessly.
Let me just set the cruise control.
By the way, the automatic cruise control is working really flawlessly. I was putting like 135 kilometers per hour and I was following our family. And what I would say, if the car in front was braking, my car was also braking, and it like basically the car was reacting even faster than I was doing it. Very well done. Bravo Fiat, bravo Jeep of doing this. Like really did a fantastic adaptive cruise control. As well, the Bluetooth can control with this button. You can control, as you see there, how far away should be the car in front of you when you're driving with your adaptive cruise control. Very nice. You have as well the speed limiter. Very useful when you're driving in the city, when you seek the speeds of almost maximum 40 kilometers per hour in the city. But okay, you have it. So it's good to have automatic speed limiter. Here, everything is very easy with the electronic display. It's kind of big, it's more than 8 inches. You have the radio, Bluetooth, everything else. You have the media, that you can control even the climate. Even so, you have the buttons, like right here. You can just control it, and that's all, no problems at all. But you have as well the options here. You have the TomTom apps, you have the navigation, and it's working as well. You can even easily show where you want to go if you want to see something. So about the phone that it can be connected, and about all the settings that you need in the car. Here it's very tough plastic. You can easily control the sound from the car. Here you can even tune the radio if you want to check something else. You have the control for the air conditioning, very useful. And as well, yes, some mandarins. You have the USB, AUX, and as well 12 volts DC sockets in order to put it and charge your phone. Here you have a small place to put your phone, and it's like rubbery and nothing will fall down from here. I stop, electronic parking. Here you have two cup holders, yes. The armrest, you cannot change it. It cannot go up, it cannot go down. It's only going in front and in the back, in front and in the back, in front and in the back. As well, you have this big gear, like glove box. I would say it's big because you can put a lot of things here, as you see here. Yeah.
Insurance is in the glove box. Got it.
I forgot that from this side you have the lumbar support. You can control it like this, and it's working flawlessly. Here you have the manual control, and you can go even down. I love it as when it's going down. Oh my gosh, now it's down. Up. And as well the manual from this side for your back. So I really do like it. I really do feel very well in the car, and I do think that you'll love it as well in case you decided to buy it. But the prices are really high. For example, in Cyprus now, for a very shitty, let's put it this way, example, it will be around 15,500 from 2015 car, and for the one with more power and etc. for the same previous version, this is the new version, it will have the around 20k euros. The prices are really going nuts, etc. Sometimes I'm thinking that it's even better to buy a new car instead of going for a second hand car. So think about that. But the car, it's very interesting, it's very likable.
About the safety of the Jeep Renegade, that's another question. It's only 3 stars out of 5 with the Euro NCAP test. For the adult occupant, it got 82% safety rating, child occupant 84% rating, for the vulnerable road users 55, as well safety assist 58 protection rating, coming with the driver passengers frontal airbags, for the side head airbags for all the passengers, side chest airbag for the driver and the front passenger, and as well side pelvis airbag for the driver and the passengers. 2 ISOFIX in the rear only. In general, the passenger compartment of the Renegade remained stable in the front offset test. Dummy readings showed good protection of the knees and femurs of both of the drivers and passengers. Even so, the frontal passengers got less damage than the driver. Jeep showed that a similar level of protection would be provided to occupants of different sizes and to those sitting in different positions. In the full width rigid barrier test, protection of the driver's neck and that of the rear passenger chest was rated as marginal, based on the dummy readings of tensile forces and rib compression respectively.
And a small intro about my baby girl if she likes the car. Patricia Meda, do you like this car?
Yes,
Why do you like it?
because it's so big and smooth.
Aha, so it's big and beautiful, yes?
Yes.
So, you get it. It's big and beautiful car. Jeep Renegade. What else do you want?
It's why you chose that air.